Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we will understand the concept of Redux. What is Redux? Redux life cycle. I have seen a lot of people get lost when they start using Redux. So I came up with a solution to explain Redux based on how you plan your travel. Confused, right? But before we start, don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss the videos like this one. So let's get started. Alright, let's start with a simple question. What is Redux? So Redux is an open source JavaScript library for managing application state. It is most commonly used with libraries such as React or Angular for building user interfaces. Redux provides a centralized store for our application state and logic. It gives components direct access to the data they need. Redux is a predictable state container designed to help you write JavaScript apps that behaves consistently across client, server, and native environments. With the use of Redux, you can make complex application easier by providing a consistency in the data across the application. As application grows, managing data with the component state becomes challenging. So to use Redux, you don't need to create a React app. You can use Redux with any UI framework or library for managing state. Redux has a large ecosystem of add-ons to fit your needs. While working with Redux, you can use Redux dev tools, which makes it easy to trace when, where, why, and how your application state changes. And last, the difficulty graph of Redux decreases with time. So initially, you will feel a little bit lost and confused with new terms like action, dispatch, and reducers. But to make you feel comfortable with these terms, I have to make a travel plan for you so that you can understand these terms so well that Redux becomes a cup of tea for you. So you are planning to travel somewhere for vacation, and first thing you will do is to make the travel arrangement. So you decide to book a train tickets and visit the railway ticket booking center. There you find different forms for different purposes like new booking or cancel an existing booking. You pick a new booking form and start to fill in the details about the traveler, and then you submit the form to one of the booking clerk in one of many counters. So the booking clerk will accept the form and will check for availability in the central repository of the train reservation, where they store all the informations like train statuses, cancellation, accounting, and availability. If the tickets are available, the booking clerk will make a new booking and update the central store with the updated status of the availability and accounting as you will pay for your reservations. Once the booking is accepted, a notification from the railway booking center is sent to your mobile number, which first goes to your mobile telecom operator. And from there, it gets forwarded to your mobile and you receive the status of your reservation with confirmed booking. And this is the Redux. If you can relate this, then you will be able to understand the Redux and you will never get confused again while working with Redux. Let's understand the same process in the Redux analogy. So here you have the components, or we call them the action creators, who initiates an action, and this action is a plain JavaScript object which has type and payload. So in our case, the type can be either new booking or cancel booking, and the payload will be the information of the traveler. Now this action is dispatched to reducers. You can have multiple reducers or you can have one reducer depending on your application. Now the reducer has the power to read the state from the central repository directly and update the state to the central store. So as soon as the state is updated in the central store, it triggers a subscription. And this subscription pass the state as props to our components. And then our components is re-rendered based on the new state. And we see the updated UI. So this is complete cycle of the Redux, which is very similar to our railway booking center. So the components dispatch an action with the type and payload. It reaches to a reducer. Then the reducer updates the central store with the new state. and this new state then triggers subscription and pass updates as props with map state to prop function to our components, and our components get new state and render the UI with the new data. Alright, let's understand the Redux lifecycle with our railway booking. We have an action creator as you. Then you fill the booking form, which is the action. This action is then dispatched to the reducers. Similarly, you submit the form to one of the ticket counter. The booking clerk retrieves the availability from the Railway Central store and updates the new booking status. So in Redux, the reducer has the power to update the state in the store. So that's all I have in this video. I hope this video will help you to understand the Redux and its analogy in a very simplified way. So if you like this video, a thumbs up is appreciated. You can find the slides in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss the videos like this one. You can also connect with me via Facebook or Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter for latest updates. I will add the links in the description below, and thank you. Thanks for watching.